beginning December 1, 2025, sees markets approaching the year's end with cautious optimism, largely driven by increased confidence in U.S. interest rate cuts and strong performance from certain sectors. While major U.S. indices saw a strong finish to the prior week, the broader global outlook is mixed, with continued attention on central bank movements. U.S. markets, last week's sector movement. The last week of November 2025 generally saw positive movement across most of the 11 main S&P 500 stock sectors, contributing to strong weekly gains. Top performers, consumer discretionary, or consumer cyclicals, and communication services were reported as the lead gainers, benefiting from strong consumer spending data, like a record Black Friday online spend, and the continued rally in large-cap tech. Other gainers, technology, financials, industrials, and materials all participated in the broad market rebound, spurred by dovish signals from the Federal Reserve regarding potential rate cuts. Lagging/mixed, healthcare showed a slight decline. While specific data for all sectors is limited, the general trend indicates a broad, cyclically led rally. Global stock market condition and trends. Global markets are exhibiting a risk-on sentiment, fueled by the expectation of rate cuts in the U.S. and improving growth outlooks in other regions. Global trend. The overarching trend is a movement away from the U.S. exceptionalism narrative, with international equities, such as the MSCI All Country World Index, ex-U.S., demonstrating stronger year-to-date returns than the S&P 500. This suggests a potential diversification and rotation into non-U.S. assets. European stocks have shown a strong resurgence in 2025, with several indices among the world's best performers, largely on the back of improving macro conditions and rising liquidity. There is growing positive sentiment around the high-quality Granola stocks, GSK, Roche, ASML, etc. Japan, the Nikkei 225 had a strong 2025, but opened the new week lower. The key factor here is the strengthening yen, US dollar to Japanese yen moving lower, due to heightened expectations for a near-term policy shift, specifically a potential interest rate hike from the Bank of Japan, BOJ, in December. The UK market is also benefiting from the broader global appetite for risk, though domestic factors like inflation and government budget announcements continue to influence specific movements. Major expected movers up. Exchange, US, Microsoft, MSFT, Nvidia. Continued dominance in the generative AI and cloud computing space, Azure/data center, driving robust earnings expectations. UK, Shell, SHEL, BP. Focus on strategic shifts, disciplined capital spending, and commitment to shareholder returns, dividends/buybacks, in the energy sector. European, ASML Holding, ASML, Novo Nordisk, Novo. ASML benefits from the global AI/semiconductor manufacturing boom. Novo Nordisk, healthcare/pharma, is a major player in high-growth disease areas, for example, weight loss drugs. Japan, Toyota Motor, 7,203, Mitsubishi UFJ Financial, 8,306. Toyota remains dominant globally with strategic electric/hybrid plays. MUC, Financial Services, benefits from potential BOJ interest rate hikes, which often increase bank profitability. Anticipated news for the forthcoming week. The focus for the week starting December 1st is heavily skewed toward U.S. economic data and central bank commentary, as traders try to confirm the path of future rate cuts. U.S. Federal Reserve commentary, a speech by Fed Chair Jerome Powell and other officials will be closely monitored for further dovish signals that could solidify a December rate cut expectation. Key U.S. economic data, releases of ISM manufacturing PMI and ISM services PMI data, and the A to P private employment figures will be key. A controlled slowdown scenario, slowing growth but avoiding recession, is the market's preference. Global bank decisions/data, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, policy meeting and commentary from the Bank of Japan, BOJ, will impact local and global sentiment, particularly concerning the Japanese yen. Help us to bring you the best content possible. Subscribe, share, like, and comment.
This is the stock market performance playlist, the sound of victory. Peace.